Hello everyone and welcome to Univoyage. This is your Shekhar, and in this session we will be studying about verbs. So let's begin with the session. Definition of verb. A verb from Latin verbum meaning word is a word that is part of speech that in syntax conveys an action like bring, read, walk, run, learn, an occurrence, happen, become, or a state of being like be, exist, stand. In many languages, verbs are inflected to encode tense, aspect, mood, and voice. A verb may also agree with the person, gender, or number of its arguments, such as its subject or object. Verbs have tenses: present to indicate that an action is being carried out, past to indicate that an action has been done, future to indicate that an action will be done. Types of verbs. Number one, intransitive verbs. An intransitive verb is one that does not have a direct object. Intransitive verbs may be followed by an adverb or end a sentence. For example, the woman spoke softly. The athlete ran faster than the official. The boy wept. Number two, transitive verbs. A transitive verb is followed by a noun or noun phrase. These noun phrases are not called predicate nouns but are instead called direct objects because they refer to the object that is being acted upon. For example, my friend read the newspaper. The teenager earned a speeding ticket. Number three, ditransitive verbs. Transitive verbs precede either two noun phrases or a noun phrase and then a prepositional phrase often led by to or for. The player gave their teammates high fives. The players gave high fives to their teammates. Number four, double transitive verbs. Double transitive verbs are followed by a noun phrase that serves as its direct object and then a second noun phrase, adjective, or infinite phrase. The second element, that is noun phrase, adjective, or infinite, is called a complement, which completes a clause that would not otherwise have the same meaning. For example, the young couple considers the neighbors wealthy people. Some students perceive adults quite inaccurately. Number 5. Copular verbs. Copular verbs, aka linking verbs, can't be followed by an adverb or end a sentence, but instead must be followed by a noun or adjective, whether in a single word or phrase. Common copulae include be, seem, become, appear, look, and remain. For example, his mother looked worried. Josh remained a reliable friend. Copulae are thought to link the adjective or noun to the subject. The copular verb be is manifested in 8 forms: be, is, am, are, was, were, been, and being in English. These verbs precede nouns or adjectives in a sentence, which becomes predicate and predicate nouns and predicate adjectives similar to those that function with a linking verb. They can also be followed by an adverb of place, which sometimes referred to as predicate adverb. For example, her daughter was a writing tutor. The singers were very nervous. Valency. The number of arguments that a verb takes is called its valency or valence. Verbs can be classified according to their valency. Avalent. Valency equals to 0. The verb has neither a subject nor an object. However, zero valency does not occur in English. Intransitive. Valency equals to 1 or monovalent. The verb only has a subject. For example, he runs. It falls. Transitive. Valency equals to 2. Divalent. The verb has a subject and a direct object. For example, she eats fish. We hunt nothing. Ditransitive. Valency equals to 3. Trivalent. The verb has a subject, a direct object, and an indirect object. For example, he gives her a flower. She gave John the watch. Tense, aspect, and modality. Depending on the language, verbs may express grammatical tense, aspect, or modality. Grammatical tense is the use of auxiliary verbs or inflections to convey whether the action or state is before, simultaneous with, or after some reference point. The reference point could be the time of utterance, in which case the verb expresses absolute tense, or it could be a past, present, or future time of reference previously established in the sentence, in which case the verb expresses relative tense. Aspect. Aspect expresses how the action or state occurs through time. Important examples include perfective aspect, in which the action is viewed in its entirety through completion, as in I saw the car. Imperfective aspect, in which the action is viewed as ongoing. In some languages, a verb could express imperfective aspect more narrowly as habitual aspect, in which the action occurs repeatedly, as in I used to go there every day, or continuous aspect, in which the action occurs without pause. Continuous aspect can be further subdivided into stative aspect, which in which the situation is a fixed and evolving state, as in I know French, and progressive aspect, in which the situation continuously evolves, as in I'm running. Perfect, which combines elements of both aspect and tense, and in which both the prior event and the state resulting from it are expressed, as in he has gone there, that is, he went there and he is still there. Discontinuous past, which combines elements of a past event and the implication that the state resulting from it was later reversed, as in he did go there or he has been there. That is, he went there but has now come back. Modality. Modality expresses the speaker's attitude towards the action or state given by the verb, especially with regard to degree of necessity, obligation, or permission. Like you must go, you should go, you may go. Determination or willingness, like I will do this no matter what. Degree of probability, like it must be raining by now, it may be raining, it might be raining. Or ability, like I can speak French. All languages can express modality with adverbs, but some also use verbal forms, as in the given examples. If the verbal expression of modality involves the use of an auxiliary verb, that auxiliary is called modal verb. If the verbal expression of modality involves inflection, we have the special case of mood. Mood includes the indicative, as in I am there, the subjunctive, as in I wish I was there, and the imperative, be there. Voice. The voice of a verb expresses whether the subject of the verb is performing the action of the verb or whether the action is being performed on the subject. The two most common voices are the active voice and the passive voice. In the Indo-European languages, verbal adjectives are generally called participles. English has an active participle, also called a present participle, and a passive participle, also called a past participle. The active participle of break is breaking, and the passive participle of is broken. Other languages have attributive verbs formed with tenses and aspect. This is especially common among verb-final languages, where attributive verb phrases act as relative clause. Now let's do a small exercise. You need to identify the types of verbs here. Sentence number 1. The burglar disappeared with the cash. In this, the verb is disappeared. Now you may see there are three options given here. And in this sentence, the answer is intransitive verb. Sentence number 2. The director told the actors, do your best and we'll be a hit. The answer to this sentence is A, that is transitive verb. His ability to concentrate is legendary. In this sentence, is the linking verb. The campers hid inside the cabin when they saw the bear. In this sentence, hid is the intransitive verb. Frustrated with the official's call, Ethan kicked the bench. In this sentence, kicked is a transitive verb. The student procrastinated too long and failed to finish the project. In this sentence, procrastinated is an intransitive verb. The vegetarian burger tasted like salted cardboard. In this sentence, tasted is a linking verb. Ellen nodded to the audience and sang a song. In this sentence, nodded is an intransitive verb. Her brother likes bananas, but she likes peaches. In this sentence, likes is a transitive verb. Adjunct faculty are teaching in several of the lower division courses. In this sentence, are teaching is an intransitive verb. The director told the actors, do your best and we'll be a hit. In this sentence, do is a transitive verb. Regis Philbin is the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, smiled at her answer. In this sentence, smiled is an intransitive verb. When the contestant completed the first test, she received another clue. In this sentence, completed is a transitive verb. Dennis became impatient when Thomas took so long choosing a movie. In this sentence, became is a linking verb. President Clinton pushed into the crowd and shook her hand. In this sentence, pushed is an intransitive verb. With this, we come to the end of today's session. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed our session. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to our channel. You may also follow us on Instagram, Quora, LinkedIn, and we also have a group on Telegram.